Nice to meet you, Amanda. I mean, I was going to start by saying one thing I love about this show is that even though it's kind of Coop's story, Jonathan has said it was very important to give characters, and specifically kind of Mel, a storyline not connected to Coop, giving the kind of supporting roles kind of such great depth and kind of their own character arcs. How much fun has it been kind of developing Mel across these 2 seasons, and how grateful are you to the kind of powers that be that she has such a well-rounded and kind of complex narrative to work with?
Yeah, I mean, I think having a middle-aged male boss who wants to write about menopause and have that be sort of the starting off point for this story arc that she goes on is so fun, and I feel beyond lucky because of him, because he thought he could make it interesting and funny.
Yeah, he's managed to do both of those. And is it quite an exciting moment when those kind of scripts first come through and seeing where the character goes? I mean, it's always exciting for viewers to find out where characters will be taken, but I can't imagine what it must be like for actors portraying them when they first get those scripts the first time.
Yeah, we're so desperate, and we run home and scan for our character name in the scripts. It's that old thing, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. My line.
Do you get any kind of breadcrumbs in preparation? Do you sort of text Jonathan during it and going, can you give me anything that I've got to
Yes.
write? Or do you like the kind of surprise of seeing it all mapped out?
Well, he usually gives me breadcrumbs. He said, have you seen the Michael Douglas movie Falling Down? And I said, no, but I kind of get the gist of it. And he said, well, that's Mel.
I'm interested to know, actually, as someone who's kind of now created their own kind of content and their own kind of mini-series before as well, do you find now that when you read scripts, do you read it kind of differently and understand the whole kind of process somewhat differently now to how you might have before you sort of stepped behind the lens and got into creative mode?
I think it just makes me a little bit less likely to be late for work or, take up too much time on set and stuff like that. Like, I think it's just made me a bit more considerate about the whole kind of McGillicuddy and how it's not just about the actors. It's given me, more of a wide angle lens on the whole thing. Hopefully I wasn't too awful before, but it does make you realize that it doesn't all revolve around you.
And I like how Mel, and you've spoken about this before, but often when we see a kind of divorcee on screen, we see characters kind of drinking wine, being sad, kind of lamenting a life that they've lost.
Yeah.
But she's still kind of go-getter. She's not defined by her kind of being single. While it must be quite sort of refreshing to read a part like this, when you do, does it also seek to kind of highlight how rare it is? And does that frustrate you that it feels unique when it kind of ought not to?
Yeah, I mean, my mom was single in her 50s, and it was a different time, but it really sucks out there. And yet Mel's not, I mean, she has boyfriends and has sex and dalliances, but I think that I like the way Jonathan Tropper writes her. I don't think it's like annoyingly aspirational or heroic but it's also not drippy. And I think those things, any of those tropes would have been much more irritating to me. There's something about the way he writes her that I think is just kind of fun and defies those tropes that you just mentioned.
And just very quickly before I go, a very quick word on Jon Hamm, one of the great leading men in kind of modern TV history. He has that kind of charisma that can lead a show. What makes him such a special performer, and what is he like as a kind of collaborator on this project?
He's very fun. He has a very good sense of humor, and he's a gentleman. And yeah, and I adore him so much. I have, all the drama is on screen.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to finish the rest of the season. The best of luck with the release.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!